we're at Bowness Park today, and as you can see, the park is well under construction, but it's also recovering from the flood that happened last year about this time in June. And so when that happened, we were about halfway through a major redevelopment of Bowness Park, and the flood hit, so we had some extensive damage on parts of the park that weren't under construction yet, but on top of the new construction as well. So we got hit very, very hard last June, and we are still in the process of getting that flood damage cleaned up and getting the construction back on track, and that's where we are today. So it's taken longer, primarily because after the flood we had to clean up, and we are still cleaning up. We had a very cold winter, and so a lot of our buildings couldn't be completed. Crews have to shut down when it's below -20, so we lost about 6 to 8 weeks over the winter just trying to get the buildings framed in. And then with the extremely cool spring and wet spring that we had this year, we couldn't get onto the site as early as we'd have liked to, and some of the areas that were completed after we got them restored from the flood, the new grass that had been seeded had not germinated yet, so the park is not at a stage where we can open it up to the public. We would lose the turf that's been replaced, and the park is not safe in many areas because we still have ongoing work. You're going to see the plaza over here with a new tea house and big deck. The access to the lagoon area has been much improved, and certainly from a skating perspective in the winter it'll be much better facility. So we've got more parking available, and we've got a better sort of area now for cars to park, and certainly to keep vehicles out of the areas where people want to use and enjoy the park. Well, right now we're hoping for the end of the year, but again, it's very dependent on weather and whether we lose any more time. But right now, that's our best estimate.